Welcome back to Vinegar BBQ. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Today we're doing some Carolina pulled pork on the Yoda YS 640S. I'm going to show you how to make an awesome pork rub to throw on some pork butt. Fire it in the Yoda. I'm going to show you how to make an awesome mob sauce to hit it up while it's cooking. And when it's done, we'll hit it up with some vinegar based barbecue sauce to finish it off. Heck, I'm even going to show you how to make an awesome Carolina red slaw to toss on top of some sliders. Yeah, we're going to make a couple little sliders with this one. This is going to be an awesome cook from A to Z. You ready to do this? Let's go! All right, let's toss together my pit dust. I'm going with a tablespoon of sweet paprika, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, tablespoon of kosher salt. I got a teaspoon of ground black pepper. I'm going with a 16 mesh there. I got a teaspoon of white pepper, half a teaspoon of ground red pepper, not cayenne. I got 1 teaspoon of ground mustard powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of sugar and then raw. Just gonna mix this all together, toss it in the shaker. All right, we got our pork butt here. Got about a 6-pounder. Gonna hit it up with a pit dust. I threw into one of these little containers here, so if it does get dirty, all I'm doing is ditching this, washing it out. Keeps your bottles clean. Let's hit this up. Running at every side here. Cover that right up. Got a little bit of fat cap there, pretty thin. We're leaving that on, obviously. There you go. We got the Yoda getting up to temp. We'll bring you back in a few. All right, I got the Yoda set to 275. It's still a little dark out, 6:30 in the morning. Let's get this cook rocking and rolling. So we picked up some nice color on that pork butt. I'm going upper deck with this one. I'll go with the fat cap up. Just gonna toss that pan under there, just collect some of that fat and drippings there so it's not everywhere, making a mess everywhere. Less to clean up later. I'm running Lumberjack Supreme Blend pellets in this. We'll get this shut down. We'll check back in about an hour or so. All right, we're about 2 hours in. I did come out an hour in, toss a little water in the pan there. Starting to get some nice color here. I'm gonna stop basting this with that mop sauce probably another half hour, so I just want to get a quick internal just to see where we are right now. Showing at about 126 there. Just gonna spin this around. I'm gonna toss the probe from the Yoda into it so I can monitor it from my phone. I'll bring it back in a few. All right, let's toss together my muddy Water Pig Mop. I'm gonna be using up 2 cups apple cider vinegar, 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of crushed red pepper, 2 teaspoons of ground white pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground red pepper. Remember, not cayenne, ground red pepper, that's what I'm using there. 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and 6 tablespoons of a light brown sugar. I toss it all into a mason jar. Shake it up. As you can see, it looks like muddy water. That's what we use it for our mop. All right, another half hour's gone by. Let's take a little peek there. It is getting a little bit nicer color there, right? All right, we're gonna start hitting this up with our muddy water mop sauce. I just got it in a little container here. Get that going. Drip it all down it. It's gonna give us a nice extra layer of flavor here. Keep that going there. I'll come out probably every hour from this point out and hit it up. I'll bring you back. All right, we're 4 hours deep. Let's take a peek. Looking pretty damn good. Got some real nice color going. Way to give this another quick mop here. Let's get it flowing right down all over everything. This rub gives you some nice color. You can also use that rub there on some ribs. It's awesome on chicken too. You can use this mop on ribs itself also. It's looking pretty good. Our internal temp right now, we're running 146. I'm gonna let this run for a few. I'll bring it back probably around 160, 165. I'm gonna come out every hour. In between then, give it a mop. I'll bring it back probably when I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna wrap this one, I think. I'll bring it back. All right, let's go with the ingredients for my Kickin pig dip, my Vinegar BBQ sauce. I'm gonna go with 3/4 of a cup of distilled white vinegar, 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup of apple juice here, 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar, about a 1/2 tablespoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. I'm going in with a tablespoon of honey in mine. Also, I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of ground red pepper. This is not cayenne, this is what I'm using here. It's just ground red pepper. Also, go to Wacka hot sauce, your favorite. 4 tablespoons of ketchup. All you're gonna do, you're gonna toss everything into a container, shake it all up, let it sit a minimal of 3 to 4 hours. Overnight's better. A few days is even better. I made mine up ahead of time a couple days ago. This stuff right here is awesome. The longer it sits, the better it gets. It's a real simple one, really tasty. All right, it's been about 2.5 hours since you've been back. I've been out here mopping every hour or so. See, we got some real nice color here. It's at about a 166 internal temp. I'm gonna get this out, pull it in, throw it inside of a aluminum pan, wrap it up, toss it back on. Let's push through that stall. We'll bring it back when we're playing her up. All right, let's toss together a Carolina style red slaw. I got a bag of chopped up cabbage with carrots in it. You could also grate it up yourself if you wanted to. This is real simple. It's gonna be a real simple recipe. We're gonna come in with a little bit of our Kickin pig dip. Get some of that in there. Maybe a 1/2 cup or so. We'll also come back with a little bit of that muddy water. Maybe about a 1/4 cup of that there. Head it up with a little bit of red ketchup. And there's your red color, a couple tablespoons. A little bit of white sugar. Maybe a tablespoon, if that. And I'm gonna hit it up with a little bit of 16 mesh black pepper. Just gonna get that a mix. We'll see if we need a little bit more of our liquid. That's looking pretty good right there. Let me give that a quick taste. It's perfect right there. Got some nice sweet. Got that tang from that vinegar. Pick up a little bit of that heat from that pepper. This stuff right there is awesome. All right, we're back and we are plated up. Let's get you in for a little bit of a close-up. Those little sliders. What we'll do is here, we'll build you one of these little sliders here. We'll get our little slider bun right there. Get ourselves a little bit of this pulled pork on there. This stuff is awesome. I hit it up with that other sauce there. I will come back with just a little drizzle of our vinegar sauce. That sauce right there is insane. Come back with a little bit of that red slaw. Hit that up with a lid. Let's get you in for a little close up there. We'll get this one a taste test. That pork right there is rocking. That slaw right there is crazy. The sauce, forget it. That sauce right there is perfect. Guaranteed would knock out on some like a pulled chicken too. But that rub, definitely. I've used it before on chicken. I've used it before on ribs. Perfect. Try giving that mop sauce a shot on some ribs. The flavor is crazy. This is a pretty simple cook, just was time consuming. This took a little more than 7 hours to cook it out. Well worth it though. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.